lots and lots of research has been done on why we're attracted to sugar and high-fat foods, and you hear sort of various debates about whether people believe sugar is addictive, and generally, to put it in a simple, we tend to like sweet foods, and we tend to like that mouthfeel of sugary, soft foods that the fat creates that texture within them. I don't think that's going to change. So, but it's not going to change. We like those foods. So you have to be conscious of what you eat in, and you have to use those as a treat.
In terms of the highly refined foods, biscuits and cakes and certain chocolates, for example, your body can easily break those foods down and they get absorbed very rapidly, and they contain a lot of high fat and sugar. The more complex your food is, the more energy your body uses to break down that food and extract the nutrients. So if you are eating more food that contains fibre, that will help you to stay fuller for longer and slow down the digestion process. It reduces those spikes in blood sugar levels and reduces that insulin spike that your body produces when you eat high sugar foods. It gets absorbed rapidly into your bloodstream. Your pancreas produces more insulin to try and bring that sugar down than perhaps it needs, because it's risen very quickly, so it needs to bring it down very quickly. Often when that happens, it means that your blood sugars drop below where they were before you ate that food. And therefore then you start to feel like you need more, because you suddenly realise that actually I feel a bit lacking in energy because your blood sugars have dropped more than perhaps they were before you ate that food.
There are a lot of hidden sugars in manufactured foods, and not always where we think they are. So we may think, well, that's a savoury product, there won't be any sugar, but actually if you look at the label, there is sugar. And one of the problems that we have there is that if you actually look at all the foods you eat over a period of a day, so you might look at your breakfast, which will, if you have a breakfast cereal, is quite likely to have sugar in it. If you then look at your lunch, again, if you have a drink with your lunch or a yogurt, some more sugar is there. If you have snacks in between, they're quite likely to be sugary snacks. You go to your evening meal and you may have your main course and then some form of dessert, some more sugar. And then before you go to bed, you may have a biscuit with a drink, and again some more sugar. And the problem that we have there is that we have this high level of sugar over the whole day. So I think it's important that you do look at what's in products that you're going to eat. It is there on the label. It's not always easy to find, but the sugar is there on the label. And to try and be aware of how much sugar you're having over a day.
Those foods that help to maintain your blood sugars in a more constant level are the foods that contain plenty of fibre. So fibre is really important in slowing down the digestion process, slowing down the sugars and nutrients that you absorb through the gut into the blood, and reduces those insulin spikes. So that helps to keep your blood sugars at a more stable level and stop those peaks and troughs that you get with the high sugar foods.